Pirates ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Alabama's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both of them.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Now on third down for this offense. Davis looking to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab near the marker. It's high. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Alabama comes to the line with first and 10. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk about Alabama. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit, but talking to some of their guys, too.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. So the East Carolina Pirates offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talent.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Burrell. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, ECU. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Davis will throw. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your off?
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manager. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Up to 45 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. And the Pirates will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. The Pirates come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Burrell. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. And the Pirates now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, East Carolina. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll go to the ground. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
High the chains now on second and long. Davis looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. It's a draw. Gets away from one. He's got space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Motion from the wideout. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Here comes the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse. Turning it on! And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Davis will throw. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And it's a little bit of a cat-and-mouse game there. Nice job by the defense dialing up the perfect coverage, taking all the downfield throws away on 3rd and long in the red zone. So nice job by the QB. You got to throw that one away. You just got to eat it. Now you have an opportunity still at a field goal.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Pirates with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him in the flat. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Bring in the heat. He slings it deep to the left.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. It's Smith. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one deep to the left. And he's got it inside the 20. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Hodge. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Pirates have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the 8. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That's caught. It's Smith. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but his defense forces a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Hand off from the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for room. It's Burrell. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. From the gun. Wants to pass. It's complete to the left. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Get it out on the screen. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Touchdown, Pirates! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Can't get him to the ground. The Tide will get the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires left. Makes a connection. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. But forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Davis looking to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The offense changing the play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll pull it down and run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Pirates are on the move. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They want that clock to run. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Line getting set on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Burrell. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers. Defense playing a bail technique. Davis will throw. He's looking deep. He's got it on the outside. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Alabama quickly back to the line.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. He wants to go deep. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Takes a snap, wants to throw. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense is offside. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call it a situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the dub.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's first down from the 11. To the air on first down. He's got it on the run. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope? And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Davis looking to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out.
You